Alright you guys, welcome back once again to the channel. So in tonight's video, I'm going to check out another horror video, okay? This one is called, or another horror film I should say. This one here is called MORA, alright? And it is by Grimoire Horror. And this is the first time I click on this channel here, first video I watched for this channel. So I'm very excited to see what this one is going to be about, okay? So also sorry if I look a little, a little oily or something. I just got out of a workout, so I wanted to jump into this video though before I catch some sleep tonight. So if you guys care to join in with me, that would be great. If you decide to watch this video though on your own time, you guys know what to do. Click in that link below the video and you can check it out on your own time later on. Okay, but if not, you can jump in here tonight and watch this with me, and I will give you guys my thoughts right after the film. So let's go ahead and jump into this, and of course, let's get scared. Oh, that's a crazy... Oh! Oh my god! Oh my... Oh! Why is he searching that? Oh my god. It's a heck of a search, man. Jesus. I'm getting excited about it. Oh,
still working?
That looked pretty.
Check this out.
She looked kind of scary coming out of that hallway, I'm not gonna lie.
Jesus, Cody.
The rumor online is that this woman, MORA, will show up in AI images if you use the right prompts, but it's only with pictures of death and gore. Like she's drawn to
wow.
it. Here. People have found these pictures from AI creators on Twitter and Reddit. She shows up visually consistent in all of them. Same scars, same elongated arm. Totally unprompted.
Huh.
It's basically impossible for an AI to do. If I can just reverse engineer these sightings, find the right prompt, I know I can find her.
Why would you want to find her?
Yeah.
Oh, like she's an anomaly. If I can reliably catch the first ghost in the machine, I could really make a name for myself, like, for us in this space.
He's like, oh yeah, and you.
Jesus.
Oh
Is that
my
really what you want to be
god.
known for?
Jesus.
Yeah, I had 3 clients last week told me they no longer needed my help. Like, they didn't say it, but it's the same story I've heard everywhere. Why pay an artist when you can have the AI do it for free? Right?
Your work has personality.
I
An AI
relate.
can't do that.
Well,
Yep.
personality doesn't keep the lights on. Need something more shocking to even be seen above the noise now.
Yeah, your ghost doesn't look
That's
like she
crazy.
wants
Now
to
he's
be
doing
caught.
this out of like desperation to be seen,
She
to
just
be
looks so
heard.
sad and alone.
Yeah.
I'd be too if I was trapped in pictures like that.
He's not even
Well,
listening to her.
Show her your new muse, Cody.
Oh, sorry, I
Show her your new muse.
didn't catch that part. Sorry, guys.
I'm going to sleep. Show her your new muse, Cody.
Short new muse? That what you said? Uh-oh. Got the light glitch. The light flickering and not the glitch, the flickering, yes. He got it without the bodies in the back. Oh! Oh, shoot. Hey man, that's what you were looking for. And now he's freaking out. I imagine.
Oh shit.
Jesus, look at her face. Oh. And she's gone from those other images. Oh wait, no, she's right there.
I found you.
What in the world? Oh my. Oh gosh, he was tortured. Jesus! Oh god. Like maggots on her cheek? Oh my god. Oh. Ground apple. Oh, everything's wrong. Oh, I love the camera shot, how it's doing that. That's really, really crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, they're in his head. Oh. Oh my God. What? She's gonna get back in. She's gonna get back in. Oh my God. Look at that. Yo. Oh God. That looks so real, dude. That was insane. Oh, Jesus. Oh, what happened to the girl?
Hannah.
Hannah's gone, man.
Hannah?
Jesus. There's the AI. Oh, look at that! Oh my God. All right, you guys, there you have it. That was Mora. So let me first start off by saying that this film was really well acted. The VFX on this were just perfect. I mean, I don't know. I mean, a lot of it was, I can see that they used AI on a lot of the things, but this editing, the VFX, all of that was just really, really good. And I had to go down on some of the comments down below the video. Now, somebody said that they've done effects for, it was somebody who's done effects for several films in Hollywood, right? So I was just like amazed by how good they looked, and they were like, well, this is why the effects look so good, right? So I mean, I couldn't believe how real, for example, the close up on the eye with the maggot coming out of there. That was so hard to watch. I mean, if you guys did not see my face in that scene, I was very much under a lot of stress. I mean, I could feel it just like heating up in my face and like the stiffness. I was really, really feeling this man's like pain and desperation to like get this thing out of his face. At first I was just like, these are going to build up probably inside of him, and he's just going to start rotting through the inside and all of that. But it was just one maggot, and then that was just enough for us to see this like disgusting, unsettling close-up that was just hard to watch. So that was so well done when it comes to the VFX, you guys. And again, they used AI. You can see with the very unnatural movement and things kind of morphing from one thing to another very smoothly, and all of that. So but let's talk about the story really quick. So we have this, it looks like a young couple living in an apartment, and this artist, we find out he's an artist from what he says eventually, right? So he's on his computer, right? He's just kind of looking up AI generated images of this woman named Mora, right? This very disturbed individual, this AI generated individual named MORA, who we later find out through this imagery appears only through, very grotesque, bloody, gory imagery, right? So this young man, he's looking for these images to kind of get some recognition on his name, right? For his name, he wants to get out there and be seen and be heard through sort of cracking, right? This sort of what is it called? Like kind of cracking this like experiment, where a lot of people have tried to kind of find this woman to appear outside of these gory images, right? From what I understood is that he's trying to, be the first one to do that, right? So nobody has been able to do that, is from what I understood here. So he finally, as he's trying to do this, his girlfriend approaches him and she's, telling him like, well, what are you looking at? What is this? And she's, the way she describes this image is, just spot on. It's very accurate. This woman that is in the images, it looks sad. She looks lonely. And all of these things. And rather than this young man kind of considering the words that his partner is saying, he's very much, stuck on his like, hey, I got to get this. I got to get myself to get out there. I got to crack the case, right? I got to find this image outside of just gory. I got to find her somewhere else, right? Apart from all of this. So he's just focused on that, and everything his girlfriend is saying, he's typing it into the search bar. And so, his desperation is, from what I seen I've been there as an artist, so like his struggle is really relatable. It's real. His desperation here to find this image is coming from now him being turned down by clients. A lot of people can generate whatever they want through AI, right? They can get any art, any type of imagery, but again, a lot of people have asked me too, like, are you kind of, do you see that as a threat? Are you kind of afraid of it? There's so many amazing artists out there that can almost do AI generated, artwork, almost close to that level. It's amazing. I don't feel myself in that level at all. But I make artwork that is, very, it's very close to me. It's very emotional to me. So what his girlfriend was saying, like, your art, contains personality, it contains emotion, all these things. And so he was like, oh, personality doesn't keep the light on, right? And so that's one of the things that I was like, man, keep preaching. Like, that's what us artists feel, right? We feel like because we're not going to get anybody to and be interested in our artwork, anybody to purchase, anybody to ask for something, we feel useless. And really, we just don't know what else to do with our time, because as artists, we really just want to do that. We really want to find our purpose as to why we are talented, as to why we are capable of drawing something that a lot of people can't, right? As artists, right? So, or as painters or AI or digital artists, whatever, like, we're all just trying to find what we're good at within that field. So, since he's not having very much luck with that, he's been turned down by 3 clients. He feels like he needs to do this kind of, extra thing now, where he has to kind of go like the extra mile and go into the most uncomfortable, dark type of path in order to find his light again, in order to be recognized, in order to be seen. So he just wants to kind of prove himself, right? And the way he's doing it is really just, he's taking a huge risk on his own life, right? So, and his girlfriend warns him about all this. He kind of tells him, yeah, you're better than this. Your art is still worth it, and all of that, right? So, but he's too focused on what he's doing. So she eventually goes to bed, and then we finally, through time, see that he's accomplished what he's been trying to do, right? He finally, what do you call it? He finally sort of unleashes, right, this entity, this dark AI generated entity. And so we get all these flash of images of like how she's been tortured before, and anywhere she appears to be, she's just being tortured. She's in pain, she's sad, and just like everything his partner described. And so what this man is trying to do is, like, kind of find profit out of getting all this imagery into, kind of out there, and be the first to discover her outside of, I guess, of these grotesque images, like find her. But the more he's searching through, like, the more I guess he's just kind of kind of awakening this type of evil again, or this type of I don't know how to call it, but he's like, Yeah. In the end, eventually he kind of gets what he wanted, right? He finds this individual, this very scary and tortured and dark, individual, finds her, and then it starts to take control of his computer, right? He even tries to unplug it, and he fails at that, right? Well, I mean, he unplugs it and it shuts down, but he starts to kind of feel sick. He starts to bleed from his nose, runs to the bathroom, and we see what happens there. That's when we get the close up of these like maggots and stuff starting to come out of him. It's very, very disturbing. And so finally we get the sound, right, of this woman, taking over I guess has come into his house now. And we hear the singing in the background, right? And so as he's starting to hear this kind of singing or whatever, like in the background, this humming, he opens the door and sees his screens both back on, even though he unplugged his computer. And so now we know that he's basically just, unleashed or awakened this dark being, right? This sad, tortured being. So as he walks up to the screen, first he walks to the room. He sees his girlfriend is now gone. She's no longer, sleeping in bed anymore. She's over on his computer. And so now, as I figured, this thing took possession of his girlfriend, right? And so now he's trying to call her to see, but then finally is when we get this sort of AI movement, this his girlfriend morphing into this ugly, elongated, very scrawny woman, right? Very tall, right? With the elongated arm and all of that. See her morphing into that, and so it goes from like back to like facing him. It just kind of turns, with like however AI generates that, it just turns like that, and it just faces him. And so eventually this thing walks up to him and kills him, right? So from what I got there is that this thing is probably kind of passing on its pain to people who I don't know, who just have tortured her, because from what we saw in the images, she was the one being tortured within those images, right? So I think because she was being searched so much, now she passed it on to somebody else that was doing that. And actually, like passed it on to somebody who was doing that with the intention of becoming like popular again, or of succeeding somehow by searching her painful past and all of these things. So now this was all transferred to him. And in the end, we see all the images now becoming him, right? All of what used to be the woman is now becoming him. And it's just all of these disturbing images all throughout, like these, this collage of images just kind of popping on the screen. They're all changing into him. And it's just like now he's the one that's suffering within the screen there, within the AI generated images. So that was very disturbing. I think that this film did such a great job with that. Everything is like the sound design was really good. The content, the imagery that we were watching throughout the whole, that was a really like straight up gory start of this film, right? We just get him searching all of this, we get what he's typing in that already sounds disturbing, and then now we just get introduced, and we just get introduced like immediately to these images. And so I was just not expecting that at all. I was just like, oh God. So, that was already a heck of a start right there. And so as this film progressed, it just kept on with that. Like it just kept focusing on the gory things, and then the storytelling was good. And so the acting was really good as well from him and the girl. They both did such a great job. And I think this one was definitely disturbing to watch. I definitely got scared on this one, especially when we got like close-ups of the face. I wouldn't say so much though that I was scared when she was physically there, just because, I don't know what it is. It's just when it's somebody with prosthetics. I've gotten scared with somebody with prosthetics, but I feel like because right now I've seen so many horror films, when it's somebody with prosthetics, I know it's a person under there. And so the movement, even though they have all these prosthetics on, this makeup, you can still see like their movement is limited, their jaw opening and all these things, like their face expressions, like all of that. They still look human to me. I don't know. I feel that. So whenever it is an AI image though, or something that is digitally rendered and all of that, things are somehow off, right? The eyes are just off. Even though you're trying to make somebody look superhuman, like very realistically human, something is always off where you can tell they are AI generated. They are fake, right? Rather than realistic, rather than real. So yeah, when I saw the images of this woman through the screen, I think she looked terrifying. Like the way she was, like her forehead was really large, and she had these very ugly eyes that did not look human at all. So when she appears at the end though, the prosthetics were great. The makeup was good. Everything looked good. but I think it just didn't scare me as much as when I saw her on the screen. And then same thing with the guy, like when he was now in the screens, you know, back into the digital part, like in the AI part, that scared me. Like all of that stuff is disturbing to me, and I don't know what it is. As an artist, I guess I'm so used to just seeing still images, right? So rather than something moving, and again, I get scared with moving, you know, disturbing movements and all that, disjointed movements, unnatural, all of that. But something about just looking at a frozen imagery, you know, something about just looking at an image itself, it just kind of, you know, it, like allows your imagination to create the movements, to create the behavior of whatever you see in front of you. So I just think that's just more effective to me when I just see something, right? I mean, just something not moving, right? Allows you to tell more story from your own perspective rather than seeing it and it being done for you. That's what I'm trying to say. Hopefully I didn't confuse you guys there, but other than that, you guys, I thought this was all really well done. Everything was just good. I have nothing to complain about. This film was really good, and I would actually like to see this also in another full-length film. I mean, there's a lot of short horror films that I've seen where I wish they were done full length, you know. But what do you guys think about this one? Those are my thoughts on this one here, you guys. What stood out to you the most? What scared you the most? I think I would say the AI generated images are the ones that freaked me out the most, I would say. So yeah, let me know what you thought, and also give this video a like. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and also take care out there, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this with me, and I will see you on the next reaction. Peace.